Happy Monday, everyone. How are you? I'm Kenna. Thank you for joining me for the last part of Signalis. I'm actually a little bit bummed that here we are at the end of all things. Although this game does have multiple endings, so it does have replayability value. I'm trying to figure out which file. I think this is the file I want. So, we have somehow found ourselves in Rotfront. And our goal is to pick up 6 tarot cards. We already have one of them. We got the Lover's Tarot card last time. Right there. So we have 5 more to go. We no longer need our flashlight, so I would suggest putting that sucker up. It's because it's just going to take up inventory space. Also, I have practiced this last part in an old game file. Quite frankly, for me, obviously do what you want, play the game how you want to play it. You could use all your stun prods in this area and all your thermite. I really see no point in bringing them into the final boss fight, so basically stun prod and thermite to your heart's content is basically what I'm saying. Oh, really quick. Last video, my dumbass said this had something to do with one of the secret keys. Ignore me. I was wrong yet again. So we're going to go into our radio and go to 125 because we picked up, we read somewhere that said set your radio to 125. So we're going to set our radio to 125. And then basically what you want to do, okay, is have these satellite dishes cross each other. I found that crossing them at 43 is what you want. I don't know if that's something that's a thing for all games, but 43 worked for me. And then you're going to go to Magpie, put in 43 send. You need this to get one of the tarot cards. So I'm just going to turn my radio off because we don't need that right now. And I think having your radio on will actually catch the attention of some of the corrupted replicas. So we're just going to exit this area and go straight across back to the room where we put the wheel to turn the fire off here. I tried to route this in a way that had you pick up the tarot cards in kind of a timely manner. Zon, I think, means tooth or teeth, and that was Ariane, and it looked like her mouth was bleeding. And if you remember, I think we picked up a note that said something she had written, like her teeth were falling out or something along those lines. Millions starve as Imperial blockade continues. Due to the ongoing transit of Kitesh, ration shipments to Veneta have been disrupted by Imperial forces again. Millions of Usain citizens must starve for yet another month as Imperial missile frigates in Kitesh, I have no idea how you actually say that, orbit critically damaged one of our humanitarian convoys on their way to Veneta, sending diplomatic efforts with the Empire into another crisis. Kitesh, that's just how I'm pronouncing it. The orbit of Kitej will continue to block free travel between Veneta, Rotfront, and Heimat for another 8 seasons, which leaves our liberation troops on Veneta stranded on the desolate ocean world with minimal support. Convoys will continue to be sent despite the Imperial blockade. Only through perseverance can we rebuild what remains of Veneta. Something you also need to know is when you pick up a tarot card, the room that the tarot card was in becomes filled with biomass, and you cannot get back in to the room. So we're going to pick up the tarot card, which seems to be surrounded by teeth. All right. This next part is kind of a little bit crazy pants. Stompy stomp. And then I'm just going to use stun prods on these ladies. 2 Oilas, 1 star, and technically 1 Colibri. Go to the next signal. Alright, 1 more should do it. I keep going in and out of my inventory like that because sometimes it seems to me that it helps bring the next signal that you need up faster. Whether that's actually legit or not, I don't know. But it just seems that way to me. So we're going to get a stun prod. I would suggest, once you get this area taken care of, going straight across here through the west door. And just continuing straight, because there is a service hatch that you can unlock. That'll lead you back to that atrium with the moon phases on it. It's just another exit out of there. Alright, so we're just going to go back. And the only other room that you can access in this area is this one here. And it has one of the tarot cards in it. I think it has the sun. So we'll just let Miss Storky Stork amble and shamble away. Because one of the practice run-throughs I didn't unlock this door. And I basically screwed myself by picking up tarot cards in rooms that then became filled with biomass, and I couldn't use the exit I had been using. So I'm going to try and work this in a way that the Sun tarot card is going to be like the second to last one I get. And the Death tarot card will be the very last one I get, which I find very fitting. It just happened to work out that way. So now we have the 2 tarot cards. We have the Lovers and the Tower. Yeah, so before you pick up a tarot card, if you're in a room with a tarot card that has a bunch of supplies and you want it, pick up the supplies first. I'm just going to put everything but my shotgun up. And I'm going to save. Try and cycle through my saves here. Alright, just go up the ladder. There is an Ara that kind of comes climbing out of somewhere. I'm trying to get her to get out. And then there's 2 Oilas, I think. And there's really no supplies here, but there is a note I want to read. So we're just gonna... Okay, we're gonna push her first. Shotgun the Ara. Line them up to knock them down. Look at that. Oh my god. Boop. And this is the note. The Red Eye. There exists a strange folklorish idea in many sectors of Rotfront related to pareidolia, the tendency to see meaningful images in random patterns, like seeing a face in an inkblot or letters in a smudge of dirt. It is well known that the so-called red eye is simply an anticyclonic storm produced by a high-pressure region in the atmosphere of Rotfront's planet. Again, where Arion's from. Yet for some of the early settlers of Rotfront, this natural phenomenon became symbolic of their struggle and way of life. That red spot in the sky became a perfect metaphor for the ever-present surveillance by the protectors and the tight grip of the central government on Heimat. Even today, the idea of an unblinking, watchful eye observing their every move still resonates strongly with the people here. During the celebration of Monfest at the end of each season, adult citizens will sometimes give students ration marks that have been dipped in red paint. Officially, the red paint is said to represent the blood of those who died in the revolution, but the red coins share an eerie resemblance to that red eye, or is this just pareidolia too? Should you ever receive one of these red eye ration marks, remember to clean off the paint with acetone or a similar paint thinner. Spending or regifting paint-covered coins is considered to bring bad luck. All right, so we got a little background on the red eye. All right. Just starting off on Crazy Pants foot. So 101, was it? This Oila on my right here is just like literally looking at us. Just like, what are you doing? Come on. 142. Alright, we're gonna go one more. There is also a stork in the upper right hand corner as well. Whoop. Got a repair spray. I think that's pretty much everything that's in here. Alright, gonna go through the door. This is a pain in the ass corridor. There's 2 stars and 2 oilas, I believe. Okay. Bioresonance technology and its limitations. No other technology has shaped our nation as bioresonance has. Would we ever have been able to free ourselves from the stranglehold of the empire without the support of replicas? Essential technologies like climaforming and induced gravity would be impossible without bioresonance technology. Despite that, it feels like we've made little effort to really understand or replicate bioresonant effects with conventional technology. Our progress in the development of electronics and microprocessors has stagnated for nearly a century now as we focus solely on new ways to instrumentalize this barely understood phenomenon. Take replica production, for example. The process of duplicating a neural pattern from a Gestalt host to a replica brain is still not fully understood. How does synchronicity happen? Why is the duplicate imperfect? What happens to pre-existing patterns in the receiving brain? It's all a good question. Recreating a replica purely with microprocessors and digital programming may be far out of reach, but I believe that we've become overly dependent on a poorly understood technology controlled solely by a few gifted individuals. It may not be long before we're back where we were under the Empire. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I needed help with this puzzle. Pareidolia. This is the answer to the safe there. A. E. O. N. So now we're going to go plug that into the safe, which says Elster, which is very interesting. Aeon is the group who owns the Sierpinski. If you want the thermite, fine. If you want the repair spray, fine. Alright. Ooh. Can I do it? Can I do it? Can I do it? God bless it, no. Yeah. Aww. I believe this is a dentist's office, if you look at the map. Go ahead and use it and free up a space. Red diskette. You're going to need this to get into the bookstore, which has the Death Tarot card. Do I have enough room? I feel like I should. I might actually have to go back to the save room. Okay, we're just going. Whoa. Yeah, see? The room filled up with biomass. Isn't it gross? Alright, just a quick detour to the save room to put some stuff up. So now we have 3. Do I want to take anything with me? No, let's just go. Alright. Holy crap, are you serious? Okay. Get the signal flares. Going through the final boss fight, they come in handy. Teacher's evaluation, Ariane Young. The girl, without a doubt, is remarkably odd, certainly due to her being raised solely by her mother rather than by a community of good people overseen by a block warden, as is normal these days. Her obsession with paintings, music, and other such nonsense was clearly implanted during her time living in the mountains on that desolate radio outpost, and surely her friendship with those Venetian-born Ital sisters also exposed her to some of the questionable literature that is illegally sold in their parents' bookstore. She does not seem to understand that these distractions are no longer acceptable now that she must partake in the society of our nation like anyone else. Personally, I can only hope the military service will beat those frivolous ideas out of her in a way that this school has failed to do so far. Wow. Yeah. So turn your radio on to 125, which was the magpie signal. Notice the magpie on the backs. And we've got the store key and the star. It is the star. Alright, nice. Turn that sucker off. I don't want to draw attention. Yeah, the society that Ariane and the Tao sisters, Ito sisters, however you want to say it, very jingoistic. And it's very interesting that the things that Ariane likes, music, painting, or art, is really things that, express individuality, because art, music, it's all subjective, right? What I think is good music and art, you might not think is good. It's all personal preference, right? Or based on personal preference. So yeah, let's beat individuality out of the person. That's always a good thing, isn't it? All right, so we're gonna put this stuff up. I'm going to go ahead and get the photo tank. Is that it? Is that all I'm gonna get? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm about to get 5, and death will be 6. Okay. We good. So you need the store key in order to get, I think it's developing fluid. I'm not entirely sure. Whatever. I guess I'll pick it up. We're not going to worry about homegirl there. So this is a replica of the photo store that Ariane used to work at. People's Army 5th Venetian Infantry Division Unit 12. Oh look, Alina Xiao is there. And Lilith Itao. I had heard somebody say that the girl on the left, who possibly is Lilith Ito Itao, might be who Elster is designed after. That's just a theory. And you noticed her eye was bandaged. Something comes up later that kind of, I guess, blends into that theory. You notice the shadows of people there on the wall, right? We've got our photo, the QR code. I'm going to scan it. We're going to get the Sun tarot card. Leaving. I have been found out. I'm sure the white-haired girl working at the photo store in Sector C is bioresonant. Be careful. They don't pay me enough to take any more risks. I'm on the next ship to Kitesh tomorrow. Meet me at the docks in Sector N if you want to bail too. Sun. So whoever Sun was figured out that Ariane was bioresonant. Okay, so Ariane worked out a Photoshop, but that was owned by the Atau sisters' parents. She worked on a photo that had Alina Sio in it. Okay, so I'm going to kind of take a quick detour really quick back to this save room because in order to get the Death Tarot card, I need to get the red disc, and I'm going to put some stuff up too. So go ahead. Get the patient key as well. Red disc, red disc, red disc. Okay. Because in order to get, if you remember the letter we found, they were I guess Issa's dad was like, hey, if you want to get into our bookstore, you need my daughter's PKZ number. So we're going to go ahead and get that. And you need the red disc. So we've got Isolde, which is Issa and Erica. Go ahead and download all these. I like this little sprite Elster. It's cute. All right. Erica. So her photo's always messed up. I don't know what that's supposed to signify, if anything. But her PKZ number, 560524. So that's the code to get into the bookstore. Very active in sporting events. And then we have Isolde, Issa, 560524. And she is very prone to accidents, apparently. Now, I watched a video and somebody said it's possible that whoever this guy is might be who Adler is designed after, because he kind of looks like Adler. I have no idea. And then we have Ariane. Homeworld, rot front, medical history, insomnia, bruising, premature acromotrichia. Doctor's notes removed. Okay, so the acromotrichia is basically the absence of hair pigmentation. So, hence she has all that white hair. So we're going to head upstairs. We were up here earlier. Notice that door where we got the wheel. It's filled with the biomass. There wasn't a tarot card in that room, but there's a door that leads you back to the room or the hallway where you can get to the room with the star tarot cards. So like I said, your pathways start getting blocked. So this is probably the section of the game that you probably need to route the most. All right, so we're just going to come over here. I'm going to put in the code 0524. There we go. Song of the Gods. Possession and distribution of this publication is prohibited and punishable by the Fourth Cultural Protection Act. There exists a connection between all of us that few are fully aware of, a song that we all dance to, but few can hear. This deep vibration of the cosmos cannot just be heard and felt. We all resonate in harmony with it, shaping it deforming it around us. I think this is bioresonance they're talking about. Those select few who can consciously perceive it often fear it. Too oppressive is the sound of the stars, too invasive the noise of the unaware around them, polluting the song with their fickle emotions. But every once in a while, some are born that cannot only hear and play this music of the world, but who can conduct it. Gifted individuals capable of manipulating the essence of the world around them. Many believe that the Grand Empress is such a being. Her immense will bent humanity into the empire of Yusan and lifted us to the stars. It was her power that imbued life into the first of the machine servants that now carry the weight of the empire on their carbon steel backs. Issa, I couldn't find her. I've looked everywhere, but she's not here anymore. I can't go on. I'm sorry. Poor Issa. That's an auto injector. Let's see. A photograph of Issa wearing a school uniform. And yet again, Erica with her picture all messed up. And the Death Tarot card, the last of the tarot cards. Now, if you want to play with your life and go through this door, that's your business. I choose life, so I'm going to go back the way I came. Because if you go out that front door, it's going to put you directly in the middle of the star and the Oila. I'm not sure how many of them are out there in the hall. But yeah. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, isn't it pretty? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pick up this ring. I'm going to set it in the wall here. I think that's a replica right there. I see glowy eyes. It needs to go on rot front. It's missing its dial. Okay. I'm going to have to take out this Oila here real quick. Boop. I don't think you get the option to stomp them if you have to kill them twice. Okay, we have 6 tarot cards. We have 6 spaces in our inventory, so we're just going to put everything up and just take the tarot cards. I'm going to go ahead and save. Where? I guess there. We're going to head back up to the 2nd level and to the patient's room that we unlocked earlier. Dream diary. 6th night. I dreamt I was an imperial farmer. I embraced my lover in the red deserts of Kitesh when a storm consumed us, the sand grinding us down until nothing remained. This has to do with where you place the tarot cards. 13th night. I was a worker in the mines of Link when I was consumed by a shapeless mass of flesh, my flesh joining with the flesh of many others until my bones remained. My mind joined the collective of flesh which persists beyond death. 16th night. As a storm raged in the sky, I fell from a ruined skyscraper on Veneta, but I never reached the ocean below. I kept falling when suddenly lightning struck the building, and I woke up. 18th night. I was floating in the sunless sea below the ice of Rotfront when I saw a large creature move in the darkness below me, in the moon's dark core. 19th night. I saw a burning eye in the sky above the clouds of Boyan. I was walking through the floating imperial palace when the gaze of the sun, like iris, burned my body to ashes. Alrighty. So we'll start with Boyan. We're going to put the sun. Katesh. Go with the lovers. Lang. I don't know how you pronounce it. Death. Which the Sierpinski is on Lang. And considering everything that's gone down in the Sierpinski, I find that very fitting. Rotfront gets the moon. Veneta gets the tower. And then Heimat gets the star. Alright, now you're gonna want to turn that off, and you get the different phases of the moon, which is what's you need on that moon mural down in the atrium. So make note. Get a good look-see. Alright, let's go. Let's go meet our fate. Bye! I really love this game. I highly recommend it. I didn't think I was going to like it as much as I do, but... Okay, so... I'm looking at my notes. Okay, we're going to do that. Kiddish. I still don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that damn thing. Rotfront. Heimat. Chunky Moon. Lang. I guess would be Crescent, because it's kind of skinny. I don't know. Alright. Wow, look familiar. So I think this would be the part of the game where if you got the 3 keys to the secret ending, this is where you would do that. I'm not entirely sure though. The national flag, it's meaningless. Black and white pictures of the paintings Ariane used to make. The computer screen is blank. Textbooks on radio operation. These used to belong to Ariane's mother. Okay, same thing. Old imperial serials. Ariane loved reading these. An old wooden wardrobe. Ariane used to keep her clothes in here. You don't say. And what have we here? The last seal has been broken. It's time to go home. Pick up the king in yellow. Auntie's note. Ariane, I left some of yesterday's dinner in the fridge for you. You can warm it up when you get back from school. Please pick up the books your uncle ordered from the Ital bookstore on your way home. Remember to leave some space in your school bag for them this time so they don't get wet. I think that's a hint. You see how leave some space in your book? I think that's a hint to at least leave one space open in your inventory. Workforce assignment. We have been informed that your compulsory military service period was recently completed. According to our files, you have previously graduated from Mandelbrot Polytechnical High School in Rotfront Sector C and have recently submitted an application for military service assignment Penrose program. You have been processed by Aeon Workforce Assignment, previous work experience, store clerk, compulsory military service, long-range radio operation officer training. Should you not be accepted by a military service program by the end of the season or find other employment, you will be assigned the following workplace: S-23 Sierpinski Production and Mining Facility on Lang. Very important. I really don't know why I picked those up. Oh, hey. Oh, wait, that was a pin. Letter from Mother. My dearest Ariane, I'm so glad to hear you're feeling better again. I was very worried when I heard from your aunt that you were in the hospital again. I still remember how you used to get sick so much as a child. Please don't overexert yourself, okay? The photo you sent me is very interesting. What a strange coincidence that she looks so much like you. You could be twins. Perhaps she's related to us somehow. Though I don't know anyone named Sio in our family. From the looks of it, it was shot on Veneta. Your military service will begin soon, so you might be wearing a uniform like her soon enough. Please send me a photo when that happens. Love, Mother. So, I mean, you can take from that, because of Ariane's hair pigmentation thing, she would look exactly like Alina Sio. Okay, so I'm flare gun, flare shells. I'm going to take repair sprays. And then I'm going to take the revolver. You have to leave... no, that's not what I wanted. A space open. And you'll see why. Obviously, take what you want. But this is what I found worked best for me. And get everything loaded in, and we're gonna save, and we are gonna be on our merry way. The boss fight isn't hard, it's just at some points the screen gets really kind of wonky and it's hard to see, so I end up running into things. This is the end. Leave forever. I will warn you, the boss fight has, I think, 6 phases. Adler's note. All efforts to contain this illness have been in vain. All the Gestalt workers have succumbed to it, leaving only dark shadows on walls and floors where they died. And soon all of us Replika will have lost our senses and turned to writhing masses of flesh. I now believe it was not an infectious disease nor some form of poison or radiation. It was a slow corruption of reality itself. As I've relived this cycle over and over, each time details change. Things are twisted, added, removed. How long until it turns to nothing but noise? A red dream. A crashed ship, a strange gate, a hole in the ground. An island beyond reach, memories from other lives, dreams of suffering and loneliness, a promise, a search for someone lost. I saw her in the red emptiness waiting for me. We had made promise. As the memories of a stranger rushed into my mind, I felt the borders of myself blur. Now I can no longer tell where Falk ends and Elster begins. Stop. You must turn back. There's nothing for you there. You've tried so many times, and you've failed every time. Don't you see that you're ruining everything? This is your final warning, Adler. You would think he was the final boss from that letter. Falk's memory. We were dancing to that song they start the broadcast with. We fell asleep watching that movie we had seen before so many times. If only I could take us back to that time when we were happy. These memories are mine now. Falk, why did you return? There's nothing for you here. Well, look who got up! She'll never dance with us again, no matter what we do. She doesn't even want us anymore. Both of us, we are incomplete. Let us become whole again. I found walking counterclockwise or running counterclockwise is because it's harder to get hit with her spear. Alright, so this is why you need to leave an inventory space open. Let's see. Oh, damn it. No. Boop. Alright, alright. Run. Stab with a spear. Nice. Okay. The Araz I wouldn't worry about because Falk can actually damage them. And you see how the screen keeps distorting? I think if you get a certain amount of distance between you and Falk, it ends up doing that. I mean, you may want to... That's why I brought the revolver. Okay, when the spears turn red, they have like an AoE attack. Okay, I need a spear. And we're going to stabby stab. I think this is the third phase. Can I pick one up? Yeah, see? She just killed those Araz. So she starts doing like these gravity attacks. So you gotta watch out for that. I'm trying to time this right. Oh, wait, did it even hit her? Okay, so get out of the way of these spears, because they'll do damage to you. Go ahead and pick one up. Oh, damn. Oh, Alright, fourth phase. Yeah, see, that's what, like, screws me up. Okay, then you get these little... She hit me. Oh, oh. Alright. 5. The reason I brought the revolver is if the Araz just end up getting like too much for me to handle, which it looks like I might have to pull. Yeah, see, you can barely see those like ball gravity attack thing. Oh, thanks, Falk. Oh, you only got one though. Anyway, I don't even know what that is. Hey! Okay, she hit me again. I'm gonna have to heal. I never actually beat her in my practice runs. She kept killing me, so... Ooh. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Thanks. Whoa! I think I'm gonna have to go ahead and... These Araz are just giving me a time. Okay, another crazy ball attack. I just find the signal flares get the job done fairly easy. Don't worry about stomping out their Araz or thermite or anything like that. Like, you don't need... Thanks. Oh, I don't have any room. Okay, let's go ahead and use this. Yeah, I can't pick that up. Oh, I got hit again. That's nice. It might take 1 or 2 hits with the signal flares. Oh, thanks. Damn it. Stop. Oh my god, bad timing on me. Oh, balls. Oh, I really literally just walked into that? Go me. I'm doing so good. Okay, okay. This should be the last phase. Oh boy. Okay. Let's go ahead and... Oh, I think I just walked into it. Yeah, see? It's just... And you don't want to get too close because then she'll like... She can hit you with the spear. So it's timing, it's craziness. Okay, so obviously my flare hit off of her. Oh, God, this is going swimmingly. Are you serious? Bitch! Ooh, oh no. This is not going well at all. No, 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 no. Oh man, I'm in the last phase. Come on. Okay, so we got stupid ass. I'm gonna go ahead and pick it up. Yes. Oh boy. Oh, good, it bounced off. Oh, I just walked right into that bitch. Oh, I'm out! Oh, this is terrible. This is terrible. Like I said, it's really not. Oh God! Holy crap! I did it. Oh my God! Like she killed me like 5 times when I practiced. Oh my God. Falk, now we are one. Could you get your hand off my boob? Thank you. Adler, you've returned. Are you really willing to go through with this once more? You've seen what happens. This world cannot take much more. This may be our last chance. If you go back, it'll all fall apart. I can't let that happen. Penrose briefing phase 2. By our calculations, 1,500 cycles of mission time will have passed when you receive this message. Congratulations, comrade. By now you should have become fully acclimatized to your new... Okay, this is actually what we read. Yeah. Yeah, we've already read this one. Okay. Let's see where we can go. Oh, the cryo's blocked off. Cycle 225. When I signed up for this mission, I just wanted to get away from everything. I was sick of Rot Front, of school, of the photo store, sick of the fake smiles and the whispering behind people's backs. When I saw the photo of that soldier, I wondered who she was. Was she happy? Was her family proud of her? Did her comrades love her? Since we looked alike, could I have been like her? But in the end, I just wanted to leave. Nothing I had done or made ever meant anything to anyone, so why bother? Here, I'm finally free. I get to be by myself and do what I want. I can finally be happy. Cycle 648. Talked some more to the Elster unit. She's different from the Replikas I knew back home. Nothing like my teachers or the Blockwart protector. I know she didn't have a choice, but it feels like she's also here because she didn't fit in. It's like we've run away from the world together. At first I didn't like having someone around, and I was glad that she's quiet and didn't approach me, but lately I've missed having someone I can talk to. It's been so long since I've last seen another person. I never thought I'd miss it, except her. Everything is the same here, always. Nothing ever changes. Penrose briefing phase 3. Congratulations, comrade. You've survived 3,000 cycles, reaching the final phase of the Penrose program. With the end of the operational lifetime of your Replika unit approaching, it is time to prepare for the final phase of your mission. If you have not found a suitable world for landing by this point, accept that you will not. Find solace in the thought that the others might be successful where you failed. As you are probably aware, your ship's spare parts and rations will soon be depleted. Life support systems and reactor shielding will soon begin to fail, and radiation may begin to leak from the cooling system. We recommend you do not attempt to prolong your suffering by reusing old filters or rationing supplies. Instead, make peace with your fate. We suggest that you ask your Replika, while it is still functional, to spare you a slow and agonizing death, or that you take permanent rest in the cryogenic pod. Remember, you will die having served your nation by partaking in a glorious demonstration of our power. End of decrypted transmission. Jesus God. Ugh. Another unfinished painting. There was never enough time. Wait. Oh, no, I can't click on that. Okay. Cycle 1294. I had a strange dream. I was listening to the radio with my mother. Like back then, the numbers were on, and Mother was taking notes with a book on her lap. It was that book I saw in the shop window of the bookstore where the twins lived, the one with the yellow hooded figure on the cover. When I went there to buy it, it was gone, and Erica said the protectors had confiscated it. Or was it Issa? I can't remember. Cycle 1840. Everything is always the same. I feel like I'm trapped inside the ship. I know every bolt on every panel in every room of it. I've seen everything. I've done everything there is to do in here. I can't concentrate on anything. It's like there's this fog inside my head, and whenever I try to do anything, I just can't focus. I want to go outside. I want to breathe fresh air. I want to feel wind on my face and in my hair. Cycle 2503. I think I lost more hair. I'm sitting here getting older. Every time I wake up, I feel older, weaker, sicker. I get out of breath so easily lately, and my back hurts when I sit down. How much longer will this go on? It feels like I'm just slowly dying. Well, oh, wait a minute. Can I go down the ladder? I didn't even check. No. Okay. Since I didn't beat Falk in my practice runs, I haven't done this part yet. Anything to click on? Okay, we did that. Alright. Cycle. I'm tired of it all. Every time I go to sleep, I wonder if I'll wake up again. I'm scared that it'll be the last time I said goodnight to her. Did I say it right? Will she be okay? What if one of us just won't wake up tomorrow? I don't want to die. I don't want to live anymore either. Everything is just so exhausting. I just want to lie down and disappear. I just want to sleep. Please just let me sleep. Please just make it stop. Please. Oh, hey-oh. Is this the original one? I couldn't keep my promise. So this is the original Elster. I was wondering what happened to her. Despite my best efforts, I eventually fell ill too. It had to end this way. Okay. I was racking my brain trying to figure out what the hell happened to the Elster that was on the Penrose with Ariane. Ah. It's time. This is all that's left. Go home. Oh, what ending am I gonna get? Elster, I've come back for you. It's me, Elster. Ariane, Elster? I'm sorry, but I don't remember. Elster, it's okay. Please. Just let me stay by your side. A little longer. I got the ending I wanted. Kind of a bittersweet ending, but it's the one I wanted because I feel like it's the most realistic. Okay, wow. Oh boy, that was such a good game. Okay, so just to kind of go over what I think, some of this has been like confirmed. There's a lot of channels on YouTube that have given their theories and like explanation of the story. So the Penrose 512 was essentially a suicide mission, right? I don't think Ariane knew that. Maybe she did. I'm not sure. As the notes stated, the reactor shielding eventually cracked. Ariane started dying from radiation sickness, thus was placed in the special cryo chamber. Elster, who was nearing the end of her Replika lifespan, was also starting to suffer negative effects from the radiation poisoning as well, and died before being able to end Ariane's suffering, kill her basically. So everything we experience in this game is because of Ariane and her, I guess, dream state in the cryo chamber, right? Some things in this game are real, some are part of Ariane's dream. The Sierpinski, from what I can tell, is real. And we're experiencing all of this because Ariane is bioresonant, and it's memories that she has kind of coalescing together that creates what we experience in the game. And again, not everything in the dream is part of the dream. Some of it's real. And at first, this is kind of where I got tripped up, because I was like, okay, everything that happened on the Sierpinski or in the Sierpinski happened. So where does that fit into all of this? What I think is the Sierpinski found something, right? They kept saying, we unearthed something. I think it was the Red Gate. And I think, because I was like, how on earth do you go from the Sierpinski on Ling to the crash of the Penrose 512. If they crashed on Ling, they wouldn't be in, Ariane and Elster wouldn't have died that way because they were on one of the planets that was inhabited, right? I think the Sierpinski unearthed the Red Gate, and the Red Gate acted as kind of like a portal to whatever planet the Penrose 512 crashed on. Now, whether Ariane created that gate or not, I'm not sure. But anyway, Falk went through it, came in contact with Ariane and her bioresonance. Ariane imprinted Elster onto Falk. Falk came back to the Sierpinski, went into kind of a coma, infected everybody else in the Sierpinski. Ariane basically, from what I can tell, sent out like this cosmic call to Elster units to come find her, to basically put her out of her misery. Think back on all of the Elster units we found. They all basically failed. All the endings in this game are canon because they're supposed to be taken as this is the path that particular Elster unit you play, experienced, right? So Elster couldn't really get on a ship and go find where the Penrose 512 crashed, right? They would have really no way of knowing. So I think Ariane was like, I can't do anything except direct Elster to the Sierpinski and go through the gate that will then transport her to where the crash is. That's just my theory. I don't know if anybody else has come up with that theory or not, so I'm not going to lay claim to it. But I think that's what essentially happened. Ariane could direct the Elster units to the Sierpinski, which is a real place. The Sierpinski found the Red Gate that was a portal to the crash site. And every time Elster failed, the cycle would start again, and it was coming back even more corrupt every time. And Adler was trying to stop the Elster units, because every time she failed, everything kept getting worse. So that's why he was trying to stop her. So yeah, that's just my thoughts on it. If you have any theories, if you agree with me, disagree with me, want to add something, let me know down in the comments. This is a game that makes you think. I was not really expecting that, and I love it. I think it's fantastic, and I will absolutely do another playthrough of this. I'm gonna let this digest and kind of sit and settle, because I do want to get the secret ending. But yeah, thank you all so much for sticking with me through this playthrough. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, definitely think about leaving a like, think about subscribing. I would love to have you as part of the channel. There are my results. I'll take it. So I got the memory ending, which is what I wanted, because I feel, and I like the fact that Elster went through all of that stuff to help Ariane, and at the end, obviously Ariane did not remember her. But then Ariane puts her hand on Elster's head. So it's like Elster went there to take care of Ariane, and in the end, Ariane kind of was taking care of Elster in the end.